All right, everybody, welcome back to the second episode of the Robert and Lisa podcast. Today's subject, wrestling.
Yes.
So we'll start on how we feel it is today. I'll let you take it away.
No, let's start off with when we got into wrestling.
Okay, you can do that.
I got into wrestling many, many years ago. I was maybe, I don't even know how old I was if I think about it. I got into it because my grandpa was a big fan of it for a long time, I believe. I went to his house one day and he was watching it and I got into it. And ever since then, I've been hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when did you get into wrestling?
I'm gonna say when basically what you call the midnight wars. I'm sorry, midnight.
Monday
the
night.
Monday night wars.
Yeah.
I used to flip channels back and forth from WCW.
How old do you think you were around that time?
Oh, happened in the 90s, so I was like maybe like I could probably say like maybe like 8, 9.
Okay.
Maybe.
I was probably around the same age when I got into wrestling, if I think about it. I'm not too sure. But I remember when I walked into my grandpa's house, it was Kane, the original Kane. I mean, it's only one Kane, but it was Kane with the mask before he even freaking started talking or anything.
Uh-huh.
It was the original Kane, and I don't even remember who he was fighting. I just thought it was freaking awesome. I was like, oh my God, they're really fighting. I was so into it. But that was the first, I remember that was the first thing I ever saw. So it was like way back in the day.
Yeah.
And it said WWF, not WWE.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was pretty cool back then. I think today though, I don't know, dude. Today's wrestling, I like it. Don't get me wrong. I like certain storylines, but honest to God, it's like, what the are you guys doing? Like honestly, that's how I feel. Like
I haven't even watched today's wrestling. I watch it off and on. Of course, obviously we watch the pay-per-views and
Yeah.
when the TVs are on, I'm always at work, so I don't watch Raw, SmackDown. Haven't seen an episode of AEW. Everybody says it's good, but
Yeah.
I can't really comment on the way it is now. When I do see it, I don't really like it the way. Obviously, because we're older now, we see the moves and how they do it.
Well, yeah, because we're older, we see a lot of things. Sorry, we see a lot of things that we didn't see when we were younger.
Yeah.
Or younger, we just thought, oh my God, he's kicking his ass type of situation.
Yeah.
And now we're like, you can totally see he didn't really hit him. But it's
Yeah.
okay because, like they say, it's entertainment.
It's entertaining.
It's entertainment.
You get your money's worth when you pay for it, obviously.
Yeah.
You get your money's worth. But yeah, I'd say today is more predictable. As you can tell when we watch it,
Now, honestly, nowadays when we watch a pay per view or we see like the the highlights for the pay per view, like so and so versus like example, like freaking Roman versus Seth. Regardless of how it was gonna end, and we're talking about the Royal Rumble that just passed. We already predicted Roman's gonna win. For me, which is sad. I don't think the audience should be able to predict it like that.
Yeah.
You already know, no matter how he's gonna win, you already know Roman's gonna win.
So
to me, which is BS. I think it should be like, holy crap! I did not see that coming type of situation. Yeah.
So then, based off that, what do you think the state of wrestling is right now compared to what it was when we were growing up?
From where you're growing up, it sucks. It sucks ass. I believe it sucks ass. I don't like a lot of the storylines. And then when they do come up with the storyline, sometimes you're like, oh my God, this is going to be an example. The Fiend. What the heck happened there?
Yeah.
The Fiend was awesome. I think a lot of people got behind The Fiend. And then all of a sudden he just fell off the face of the earth. What happened? It's not like he got hurt. Because if he would, then everybody's like, okay, he's hurt. He'll come back. Blah, blah. He didn't even get hurt.
See,
That's the thing. Like, what the heck happened there?
The issue I have with wrestling nowadays, when I do watch it, I feel like there's a lot of good talent that doesn't get utilized in the right way.
Oh, we just talked about Ricochet. There you go.
Ricochet. I think guys like Ricochet, The Miz, is still a talented wrestler.
I don't really consider The Miz. He's awesome. He's good, but I don't think that like. Are you trying to say that they don't push him? Because I believe he's gotten his pushes here and there. I'm talking about people that don't get the push, that deserve a push.
But I mean, like Cesaro.
He deserves a push.
He deserves a push. Kevin Owens.
Yeah, he deserves
And
a push
believe it or
again.
not,
I
I don't like what they're doing with them. Shinsuke and Sami Zayn. They're talented wrestlers.
Yeah. My thing though with the Miz is he's had his push, he's had his runs, he's had this and that. Give Cesaro a chance to get a good
push. What would
push.
you consider a push though? Because
Even if he doesn't win the title, put him in a little bit of the title reign right there. Like push him that way. Even if he doesn't win it, at least he's up there with the top talent.
So you would have put him in a category of a guy like Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns, who get constant pushes here and there. They might go down to mid card, but then they get the push
I would
again.
put the Miz there too and push him down.
But
at the same time, like I'm saying,
is, why hasn't he got pushed enough to be on that tier Instead of getting a title and losing it the next night.
But he has. That's my thing. He's been there. He knows what it is to be a top talent type of situation. He's been there. He's main event to WrestleMania.
But before he won this title, go ahead.
But no, I'm talking about like we just said, like Ricochet. Give that mother a chance. You don't even put him in any title reign. Just give him a chance. Push him a little bit. Give him some kind of something.
I understand. What I'm saying is, how long has it been since Miz's big push? And on top of that, he didn't even win it for He had to cash in his title. Both his titles based off cash-ins.
But that's how a lot of wrestlers did do it. Look at Edge. When Edge cashed in, he was nowhere near those title things. He won Money in the Bank and he cashed it in.
Yeah, that's a good example. But using Edge, how many titles has he won
since then? Who, Edge or The Miz?
Edge.
He's one of you. I don't know how many. I can't say. I can Google it.
I think it's 14. So Edge is 14. Yeah, he's 14. So why is 13 or 14? He's up there. It's double digits for sure. I know for sure it's double digits.
I'm not gonna look
But my question is, Miz has only had 2 title reigns, and one of them was a day.
He only had 2.
And they were both on cash-ins.
He only had 2.
Yeah. So to me, that's not a push. That's a fill-in. To me, that's a fill-in. And I don't think Miz is that type of person to be a fill-in. He's a good talent. Just like remember that shoot he had on Daniel Bryan. That was true. He's been there day in, day out. He's been there every day. And when he's hurt, he's still there. Maybe he's behind the scenes or he's doing movies. But I'm saying you got to define your definition of a push.
Yeah. No, I get. But for me, it's hard to say because I like Miz as a character, as a performer and everything. He's amazing. He's awesome. But I don't know. I don't know how to say it. Like, he's had his push. I get it. He's only won 2 titles. But I would like to see somebody different. Like I keep saying, like Ricochet. Throw him up there for a little bit. Even if you bring him back down, at least he had a chance to be up there.
So going off that, then you're okay with Ricochet doing a cash-in.
Yeah.
And then
obviously
losing the title the following pay-per-view, and then falling out of the top tier back to the mid-card. Because then that's what I'm saying about The Miz.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So in reality, he's never had a title shot. When he did have a title shot, he lost.
I get it.
Never. He won one. He cashed in on somebody. Then he got demolished. Recently, and he got demolished by Bobby Lashley.
Oh,
so it's like that's what I'm saying.
I missed that. I'm gonna have to go back.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, is that that to me is not a push. That's
I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
So I always call that's a fill-in. Yeah. I don't want these guys to be this talent to be a fill-in. Like, I'm talking about getting a push.
I get what you're saying. So honestly, to God, if I was one of these dudes or even these girls nowadays, I would honestly probably let my contract run out, and I would honestly probably go to another company for a while. If you think about it, because they're not doing, honestly, what are they doing with these people? You know what, we're going to talk about the women's division right now for wrestling, okay? Let's talk about the women. What do you think about Charlotte Flair right now? What do you think? We talked about this earlier.
We talked about this.
What do you think about her?
Okay, this is how I describe it. Okay, Charlotte Flair is a 14-time champion.
Which is insane to me.
And Becky is a 6-time champion. We talked about this.
No, Hercules.
I think Becky's going to be more known because of how she did it, from being on the verge of getting released, getting fired.
That was crazy.
And doing a whole 360 turnaround overnight to become a 6-time champion. She has more of a value to her name. Stop. And I think Charlotte is just piggybacking off.
Would you stop it?
No, her dad's name, because she used the Flair's name. She uses the Flair name. I feel like she's using the Flair name, and she gets the free pass. I mean, come on. She was at double digits.
She's only been there 7 years.
I know. In her first 3 years, she was at double digits. So it's like, to me, I think a person like Becky, a person like Naomi would get more of a
remembrance.
Yeah. She would, because they don't have that. They don't have that who was here before them gave them a free pass. So.
And this is like we said earlier. Okay, she says, because I've seen interviews where she says, no, it's not because of her dad. She's worked her ass off to get where she is. Okay, I get that. Then take that freaking Flair part of your name out. Take it out. Take it out. And show people that you don't need that name to make it in some kind of, in this business. Because to me, honest, come on, man. Example, Tamina is freaking amazing. She's an amazing talent if you think about it. She's awesome. That poor girl has been there for years. Look who her family is.
Yeah.
She has not won a single title. Not even for the women's tag team when they went for it. She hasn't won nothing. Like, what the hell, man?
And that's true because look at you could put Tamina and Nia Jax together. That's combined one championship. And so it's
which
like,
is crazy.
Look who they know. Look who their family is.
But for me I'm not really a fan of what's her name, Nia Jax, because honestly, towards the end of her little career with WWE, because I know she's been released, that poor girl was knocking people out, like for real though, not pretend. She was really hitting people, like botching a bunch of things, and she was injuring a lot of people. Like Kyrie Singh example.
Yeah.
I heard it's not. I didn't hear. Excuse me. We read that she quit because of Nia.
Yeah.
Because she was scared. Bad work environment.
And that's got to go with the company too. I think she was also having concussions and you know how they.
Okay,
they
yeah,
do all
that
stuff.
too. But that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I like Charlotte Flair. Our daughter loves her. She's a big fan of Charlotte. But I like her. She's amazing. She's good talent. She's a good wrestler. Don't get us wrong. She's an amazing wrestler. But come on, give some people a chance. The belt has been on her so many different times. Regardless if it's a short reign, a long reign, it's like, come on. If you think about it, these are the women that's had the title in the last 7 years since they've been there. Let's go. Becky, Charlotte, Sasha, Bailey, Alexa Bliss. When she's been around, but right now she's gone.
Yeah.
Those are the 5 women that the title has been on constantly, over and over and over. And if somebody else gets it, they get it for like a.
Ronda in there somewhere.
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry, Ronda too, but she's been gone for like 4 years, 3 years, whatever you want to call it. But if you think about it, the 2 titles have been circling those 4, 5, 6 women around and around and around. They don't give nobody else a chance, nobody a push.
And they just do that. Like,
and then when somebody else has it, they have like a month.
They throw it on them.
And then they throw it off them
again. Like we talk about fill-ins, the fill-ins.
Yeah.
So for like Naomi, Carmella fall in that category. No, they could be talented, but they get
Naomi's
these roles
amazing.
and they get the fill-in. Naomi is amazing.
A big fan of hers.
This is one of the things where, well, now we're talking about the women's division, all that stuff. We know you're upset with the Bellas being in the Hall of Fame.
Oh my God!
What's your who should be in the Hall of Fame instead of them?
We're gonna have to do a part 2 to this, so we're gonna stop it right here for a second and then post another one right after this one.
Okay.
Give us a second, guys.